Hey champs, Coach Melissa here with your next boxing tutorial. We're going to go over a really fun drill for shadow boxing. We've done it in class where it requires a lot of slipping and straight punches, and it's continuous. So let's get started for a nice 3-minute snap. You're going to get your hands up in that fighting stance. Toes are just barely off the center line. So that back foot, don't point it out too far. Just a skosh, like 1 o'clock on an analog clock. Get on the balls of the feet, good boxer's bounce, elbows are tucked in. So we know we got to turn our hips. We know when we slip, we chop the opposite shoulder across. So if I slip to the lead side, it's outside of my front leg, okay? My head is going off the center line to the left if I'm right-handed, and to the right if I'm left-handed. So slip, stand up, and bounce. Slip, stand up, and bounce. Slipping to the rear side does not mean we're leaning back. It just means we're slipping over to the right or left, depending on your stance. For me, I'm right-handed. That means I'm slipping to the right side. So I'm going to slip over, bringing my lead shoulder in front, right to the inside of that front leg. So slip in there would be slipping to the rear side or slipping to the right. Rear side. Chopping across the body. When we do this, we're taking our entire trunk. We're not twisting our spine. So we got to keep our belly button tucked in to really reap the benefits of using our abdominals. So we slip to the lead side, we're going to throw a jab, cross. Then we're going to slip to the rear side and come up and throw a cross jab. Also known as 1, 2, and 2, 1. So we're getting that good boxer's bounce. We're going to do it non-stop, but what I want to do is build it up. So I slip to the lead side, 1, 2. When I recoil my 2, I slip to the rear side, come up 2, 1. Then that 1 I recoil when I slip to the lead side. And you can see as I do it non-stop, it becomes a really great way to get comfortable with the slipping, getting that good crunching in the abdominals, standing up in between each slip, throwing those 2 punches, and they build off of each other. So you can start to work on speed as you turn your hips a little bit more. Your head is always looking forward, okay? You're never looking away. You're bringing that opposite shoulder to the front of the body in that slip. It's more of a defensive slip. You see how I can go quicker? Now, don't forget, as you're doing this, to snap those punches. In other words, full extension, snapping them out like whips to the center line. You're hitting the same point. Let's pick it up, guys, if you can, to your pace. Does not need to be mine. I'm here to motivate you, but the expectation is you work to your personal best. Okay, we've got 30 more seconds. If you need to slow it down for technique, by all means. If you're getting winded, you can slow it down. But if you're getting bored, by God, pick it up. We have 20 more seconds. You see how my heels aren't really turning that much. I'm on the balls of my feet, but it's my hips and my shoulders, which everything in between those pieces is my full trunk, okay? So turning the trunk, elbows are locked in to the front of the trunk, and I'm finishing for 3, 2, 1, and time. You could repeat this several times for a very good cardio workout, but make sure from your shoulders to your hips, that's what's rotating in the slip. You're not twisting like this. There's this, and then there's this, okay? So you gotta bend those knees, you gotta turn your entire trunk. Get after it. Let me know how you do, champs.